Hello, everybody. How are you today?
Hi.
How's it going so far?
Hi, how are you, buddy? Good to see you.
It's
Yeah,
going
Good to
amazing.
see
Thank you.
you.
amazing.
I
It's an
am so
amazing day to
excited for
sell.
this series. I jumped into the 4 episodes. I need to know. I cannot wait till Friday because I got to keep going.
Keep
But I'm
going.
a huge fan of these shows and I love Luxe Listings Sydney. So when I found out that you guys were going to do a Toronto edition, I was more than thrilled. Having grown up here and lived here my entire life, first of all, there's homes that I would love to, that I drive by all the time that I would love to see. So, Peter, let's start with you because I want to know why now? Why was this the best time to showcase our beautiful city?
Uh, you want the long answer or the short one?
Let's go
Sure.
with the short because I got
Short.
a lot of stuff to
Yes,
ask you guys.
exactly. So the short answer is Amazon came to us, and Paige and I, we really contemplated. We wanted to see how can we showcase Toronto to the world, and especially the luxury real estate aspect of it. So it was an easy answer, yes, and that's your short answer. We love it. We loved it.
Yeah. Okay. So, Paige, next, because not are we just getting to see these beautiful homes, but of course, we need the behind the scenes story. We need a little drama. You're going into your families and your personal lives and things like that. Was there any hesitancy on your part at all? Like, what was your goal mainly to show with this series?
So, yes, first Toronto, and the second, you will see a little bit of our personal stories in the show, and we wanted to take advantage of this platform to show the world that we are immigrants. We came to Toronto 30 years ago with absolutely no money, but what we kept us going and where we are right now is because of the love and the faith and hardworking and just same visions that we had for our future. So if we can share that to the world, I believe that life is better when you share it. And if we can inspire a few people, we've done our purpose, and that would be really inspiring.
Yep.
100%. And Brett, what I see from all these shows, but even just when I see how hard a real estate agent works. I mean, if you don't hustle, you're not going to get the sale. There's so many agents out there. What is it? 70,000 realtors in Toronto
Plus,
or
I
something
mean,
like that?
That's correct.
Yeah. I mean, tell me a little bit about why it worked so well for you and your team.
So our team, we did our business different. I find that most real estate companies focus on real estate, where we focus on the people and three core values. Everybody on my team focuses on these values, which are community, accountability, and charity. Everybody needs to be an active community member in some sort of community. Maybe that's a sports organization, maybe it's a church, maybe it's an ethnic organization, but they need to be active in something. And then accountability. Everybody on our team has an accountability partner and is accountable to holding themselves accountable for their own goals with quarterly reviews. And lastly is charity. Everybody who's part of TSG is an active member of charity. In fact, Peter, Paige, and I are co-hosting a charity event on the Friday when the show is coming out for Junior Achievement Central Ontario to really showcase that. We believe the more you give back to the community, the more that community is going to want to help you.
what have we raised so far?
We're at 13,500 plus so far in just over a week and a
Wow.
half.
Yep.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. That's good to hear because Peter, when you're running a company, there's a lot on the line. Especially you guys are selling like these luxury homes. I love your story because you started by knocking on doors. On the bridal path. Like who does that? Amazing. I wish I would have thought of that 50 or 40 years ago. But whatever. Okay, you guys are doing a great job at it. But really, how hard is it to find good people to work with you and then achieve that and then sell these monster homes? I mean, to me, it's like, wow, somebody plunks down $50 million for a house, like, no problem. But there's a high standard that you've got to keep.
Yes. Uh, is there a question?
Well, no, the question is, sorry, the question is, how do you find people to be in your team
Oh, I see.
that
Okay, got it.
that
Got
are
it.
going to
Got it. So
represent
yes,
and
yes.
you know what you are achieving.
Absolutely. So one of the things that Paige and I look for in our team members that are joining our group is the first thing I look for it is I call something fire under the belly. I want to know how much fire they have to become successful. What's that desire for them to become successful and give service to clients? Okay, so that's the first thing that we look for, because you can have as much as ambition in life that you want, but if you don't have that driven force behind you, because what Paige and I had, that's what hence knocking on doors on Pride Path, as you just said. So we had that passion to what's next? How do we become better? How do we give service better? How can we improve not only our teams, ourselves, and everybody around us lives? That's the whole bottom core for Paige and I. To give back, to give service, to help our whoever is associated with us and whoever is coming to us. And for Paige and I was never about dollars and cents. Like that says, oh, if I sell X amount of dollars, this is X amount of money I'm gonna make. I've never calculated a single dollar in my life. What it was for us is, okay, seller needs somebody that they can trust, that they can deliver. Dollars is the last thing in my mind completely. How do I cater that fantastic experience for the clients and for our agents, and we translate the same thing to them, is that they will remember you and they will love the experience, and they say, you know what, they actually protected me, because it's a lot of us out there, and protecting clients is the number one goal. I've seen so many mistakes, and which puts people really in the downturn or a negative spin. So it's very crucial for us to choose people that are true and have integrity within themselves. So that's what we look for.
Understood. Yeah. Paige, I'm wondering, like I said, I mean, the city is beautiful. There's so many different pockets of our city, obviously, that there's beautiful homes, or they don't have to be monster homes, but they're just beautiful. How do you know when you walk into a property, somebody wants to sell, and do you have a gut feeling? Like, do you go, like, maybe you don't like the seller? Like, tell me a little bit about the criteria of when you take on a project, to sell a home.
Um, it goes back to experience, gut feeling, of course. One thing that Peter and I do when we go for listing presentation, we don't take a lot of papers with us. We don't take a lot of comparisons, comps, as we say. We want to go and meet with them and get to know them. They get to know us, and then organically that the gut feeling comes into the place, and we can tell.
Also, to add on to that quickly, sorry for you before you jump. So the same level of service that you get from our 30, 40, 50 million dollar properties, you get it for the same $500,000 condo with us. We list variation of things, but you get the same expertise, same marketing, same backbone, and the trust that we give, the white glove service, I call it, right? To the clients. Doesn't matter of price point. For us, makes no difference.
Yeah, luxury for us is not about the price point.
It's not the price.
It's about the service.
Correct.
Understood. Yeah, for sure. Brett, I'm wondering, I'm watching the series, the first 4 episodes that I've seen so far, but look, you have to have a little drama. It's a show, you have to have a little friendly banter. But what I get just from watching you guys and seeing how you 3 are together, it's like friendly competition. You're not like cutthroat with each other. Am I right about that?
No, that's true. So of course, like, Peter's always going to have his best or the best interests of his clients in his mind. I'm always going to have the best interests of my clients in my mind, which is going to create that natural competition. But it all comes from a good space. And one of the things that I think is really nice about the Toronto real estate market, and I've said this multiple times, is that we have so much collaboration between the agents here, so much sharing of best practices, which really keeps our industry growing, and it keeps the people growing themselves too, not just as realtors, but as business people, and members of the Toronto community.
Well, we like to have fun with each other, as he said. I like to always get the best price for my clients. He likes to do the opposite, and I usually win. So
So someone needs to
Okay,
remind.
okay.
You started it.
Someone needs to remind Peter like how long he's been in the industry.
Oh.
Sometimes like we have the internet now, not those green MLS books.
I will remember what you said. Oh, it's okay. No, we're friends.
The gloves are coming off.
No,
I'm
we are
getting there.
close friends. It's all
Don't
good.
worry, I'm sitting right
She's
in
in the
between.
middle. Don't worry.
I'm the
You are
peacemaker,
properly
always.
placed, Paige. You are properly placed there in the middle. I like that. I
Yes.
like. As we see, and as I know, just living here, this city isn't growing out; it's growing up. The amount of condos that are growing in our city, it's just like the Toronto traffic. That's the other thing. I'm watching you guys driving around. I don't know how you get through. Like, did it take 15 hours to shoot one episode? Because I don't know about you, but I don't even drive anymore in this city.
Don't you love to live in that city?
That's the
that's
magic.
a Toronto that you want to live in.
That's the magic of TV. It's the magic of Amazon.
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, hello, exactly. We all know exactly, the frustrations of driving in Toronto. But as I said, Brett, you're showing us these stunning condos. I don't even think I've seen that one with the link between the two condos.
That's
That one blew my mind. Is the condo market still very vibrant here as opposed to people buying like full-size homes, or what's kind of the balance, or what do you like selling more, the condos or the houses?
You know what? I don't
Right.
have a preference of what I like selling more. I just like to sell. So if someone comes to me and they say, we need your help, if they're a fit for us and they're going to be someone that we can work with, that we connect with, we'll work with them. But in terms of the condo market, our condo market is, of course, having challenges, but we need more. And we need them fast. Toronto, people want to move here. People are moving here. We have a lot of opportunity here. So, it's nice for me, but the more they build, the more we can sell. So, I'm all for it. Let's keep them going.
Yeah, well, it's not stopping. There's no question about it. Peter, was there any hesitancy at all? What is it like to have cameras on you guys 24/7? Peter.
It wasn't 24/7, thank God, but
Okay, almost.
27.
It was 27. Exactly. So, it was challenging, but for Paige and I, the intention was completely different, as we said. So,
Yeah.
and it was a good experience and a lesson for us, right? Taught us how to be resilient in tough, challenging stuff, and we love it. We actually shine better when we have a lot of things at play. So our clients, the extent of the listings, and running a brokerage, running a team, having two daughters, running a household. So it was a lot of challenge, but that's why we're better for it. So it's, as I said before, for us, it's about the journey, it's not about the destination. So, and we enjoy every second of the journey. So we're blessed.
Peter, how did you like driving with all the cameras in the car? I thought that was the craziest thing.
Oh, that was easy for me.
For me, they're like, you won't.
Except for hot days.
Oh, yeah, it was easy.
The days that were really hot last summer.
The hot days are tough, yeah.
Yeah,
For me,
they
it
were
was
tougher.
for me it was navigating that downtown Toronto traffic with a
Yeah.
camera truck in front of us, 3 cameras in my face, and I'm like, oh my god, this is harder than I think, guys. I need a
I
moment.
had fun with
They're
that.
like-
It was fun.
They're like, okay, can you do that one more time? I'm like, that loop might be another 2 hours, guys. Like,
Right.
That's why I didn't go downtown. So thank God.
Okay. My final question. I got to get this one in. So I have a son, 31, and just got married. Whatever. They're luckily right now in a property, but my in-laws have a second property, and so they're renting from them right now. Like, they're very lucky, so that they can put away money. But what I want to know, because it is getting more and more difficult for young couples to buy in Toronto proper, Brett, what is the best advice you can give us for a young couple really, really wanting to get into the market here?
That's a great question. So my girlfriend asked me the same question. She has a bit of cash saved up. She's been working great jobs. And I said, don't be afraid to invest outside of Toronto. Check out subsidiary markets. Check out marketplaces along the 401. Check them out, Kingston, Belleville, maybe even go north to North Bay, and find a cash flowing property. So now, even with the interest rates where they are now, if you can get a property that cash flows, you have an asset. And I think that A lot of people, they want to get into the more luxury side or the nicer skyscraper condos, but sometimes what makes sense is an asset that's cash flowing in a market outside of Toronto.
Right.
Looking at the long term, that's for sure.
So one thing,
Yeah,
as you know, I'm just gonna just give you one advice with the whole thing,
Okay.
right? So because of the length of the business that we've been in, long time. So real estate in Toronto, it's yeah, it might have these fluctuations, but it's always as steady as she goes. Okay, so there might be highs and there will be a little bit of lows and dips, but at the end of the day, real estate is one of the safest tangible asset that anybody can invest in. Doesn't matter the location, as long as they do their due diligence, that they see a growth in that market, it's a great idea to get into the actual real estate game. So that's what I would recommend.
I agree with what Peter's saying, just to jump in really quick. I find a lot of people get into real estate to like fund their lifestyle, and Toronto's a great spot where you can have a nice lifestyle, have a nice piece of real estate, but people think that because of the way it was for the last 10 years, that you're supposed to get rich from that asset in the first 2-3 years. Real estate's supposed to be a long-term game.
It's a long-term game.
Right?
Yep.
So
of
what we
course,
were
of
used
course.
to, people need to know that wasn't normal, and what we're in now is more of a normalized market.
Correct.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, guys, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time today. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that advice as well, too. And good luck with the series. I want another season. I'm already
Same.
telling you that.
We're aligned.
I can't.
We're aligned.
Thank
God
you.
I
willing.
love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you.
And Peter and Paige, if you ever want to invite me to dinner at your place, I'll bring the wine. I would love to come and
For
see
sure.
have dinner.
Anytime.
You love Persian food?
We'll cook for
Let's
you, no
do that.
problem.
Oh my God!
Let's do that
I'm totally get that up.
with you and your
Okay.
girlfriend,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
You got it. You
Bye-bye.
got it, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so
Ciao.
much, and best of
Thank
luck
you.
with
Thank
everything.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care. Bye bye.
That's a cut.